Welcome back, everybody, to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. I'm Grumpy Grandpa Gaming. In this episode 48 of our Confederate Spring of 62 campaign in version 1.11 using the A.O.M Mod. Now, first things first, we do have a new viewer unit going into the mix. There's Tradoc, here we go. And that is the Athol Highlanders. They are out of Virginia and they're raising up right now. It's going to take them about 40 days to get formed up, and then probably another 10 to 12 days before I get them into an army. So they'll be entering into the field in about mid-September, give or take. Also raising up a few more smaller brigades just to start filling out my missing engineer brigades, along with a bunch more artillery to finish filling out my missing artillery ranks. Alright, moving on from there. Last episode, things started getting a little tight for us. We got very lucky in our last battle. Very lucky. I know a lot of people had comments about it. The AI just pushed a little bit harder. Just a tiny bit harder, they would have broken the Army of the Valley District, but it did not. So we ended up disintegrating one of their corps in that battle. But on top of that, one of our own corps disintegrated. Forest Corps, who was up here outside of Dubuque, was caught by the Army of the Border, which is their on-again, off-again nemesis, and he is now reforming down at Carrollton in Arkansas. So I have given him orders to move down to Fort Smith, where there is a depot for them to draw supply out of. And up here in the north, we are once again trying to get this main campaign moving. We have made no headway so far, and it's starting to annoy me, but decided to start moving. Instead of waiting for a first corps to go full green, they're pretty much good enough level for me. I'm moving them to re-siege Fort McClary. And I've given 2nd Corps orders to move on Concord via Plymouth, just to get... I need to get out of Maine. We've been here too long. So... Army of the North in its entirety is on the move. Lincoln Gift Squadron is still standing on station off the Long Island and Nantucket Sounds, and it has not been harassed at all, which kind of surprises me. But that's not going to hold out too much longer, I don't think. Down in Virginia front, things are a little quiet. 44th Army has not reared its head again, but it is over here, so it's probably going to show up sometime again soon. So I did move the right wing up into Manassas Depot, but I've actually just given it orders to move into Washington, D.C. proper, as we need to try and pull off some of the pressure off the Army of Tennessee while I try to extricate it from West Virginia and get it back down into Virginia. Right now, my intent with it is to at least get it down into Lynchburg and let it rest there and reattach the Army of the Valley District to the Army of Northern Virginia. Coming out into Tennessee, I have given orders for the Army of Mississippi, which is now full green with all 3 corps, to move forward and engage the Federal Corps outside of Columbus, Kentucky. And I'm still waiting for... Yep. Oh, he's full green now too, so I'm going to start moving the Corps of the West back into Louisville in Kentucky. So they have just enough men where they should be able to hold out. And we have finally started transferring in to Lovell's command, which is kind of a side note command. The Old Miss Heavy Artillery, which we raised up, will be there in 3 more days. As soon as this battery is there, we're going to send them to begin sieging down Fort Massachusetts again. Hopefully we complete the siege this time, because I do need to free up that corps for operations in other areas. I would like to use it to strengthen the Army of Tennessee if possible. And on top of that, First Fleet is now fully green again, so we are sending them out on another raid against the 2nd South Atlantic Blockading Squadron. So hopefully we can push this squadron off this episode and start working our way and beating down the South Atlantic Blockading Squadron. And then once we have these 2 fleets cleared of Charleston, I'll be sending it back into the Gulf to clear out the 2 fleets that have reappeared in the Gulf. I think that covers the map, but it is now August 1st, so it's time to go over the monthlies. So, this is not accurate. I was going through this prior to recording, and this is not accurate at all. It shows us a BBB plus rating. We're actually at an A minus. Liability is correct, but I'm not sure if it's properly reporting our tax revenues. So it shows us tax revenues increased by 32 million. But we're still spending more money than we're bringing in, but not cutting bonds. So I think there's something a little screwy with our finances right now. Though all the banks I have built have helped us out, I don't think they've helped us that much. We did construct 1 hospital. And total exports last month was 1 billion out with 1.8 coming in. So our exports did start catching up with the freeing up the ports, but now they're reblockaded. That's going to change with the next one. And corporate production over the last 3 months, 163 million change to negative 439,000, which that doesn't seem right to me. And we're still lacking all the same things: coffee, food, machine parts, some stuff we're never going to catch up on, though. Last month, yeah, so we managed to cut this list in half by freeing up the ports. But now to reblockade, this list is going to grow again. Alright, moving on into intelligence. It looks like they are working on Bank Act 1. They have done recruitment offices and market reform. Now, it says they recruited 0 men and 0 brigades and started 4 new ships, but at the end of last episode, in a 2-day period, we saw the Army go from under 400,000, I think it was at 391,000 men, to over 400,000. And now it's back down to 383. But we did disintegrate that 1 corps. I don't think it was that strong. So something screwy is going on with the men in the field. My numbers are not accurate at all. At all. Morale of Federal Army is at 62% change, of plus 7% recently, which I'm not sure how that is, as we have beat their armies down several times. They've come close to winning a few times, but we keep beating their army down. So I don't understand why. And right now it's at 59, so this is not accurate to this. And we've taken out quite a few of their officers killed in action. The top 3 being Robert Shank, Nathan Kimball, and Mile Haskell, plus 1 more that's not listed here, that are killed in action. As we're seeing here on the strategy screen, Bull Nelson is still in charge. I'm surprised by that. National morale, theirs is down to 53, ours is at 80. National support, 64 to them, 72 for us. Morale of their armies is down to 59 to our 68. I think theirs should be lower, but it's not. Men field, as I said, this is not accurate. Because in the space of between the 27th and now, so you're talking 5 days, this was at 390, jumped over 400,000, now it's down to 383,000. We haven't actually caused that many casualties. So it's a little, those numbers are a little skewed, I do believe. Tonnage-wise, ours has not changed because we're still waiting on more ironclads to be built. They're at 335,000 tons now. That is a lot of wood to chew through, but we'll do it. Military experience doesn't matter. Total casualties so far, they are at 229,188 to our 92,845. So we've seen a big jump up in our casualties as the federal advantage in numbers and equipment is actually starting to show. So that is going to be an issue. Alright, moving on into policies. We are still working on Revenue Act 1. That will be complete in 21 days. It says 20.9, we'll call it 21 days. As soon as this is finished, we will be moving into Conscription Act 2, as I need to get drafts into my army to get all my corps back up to strength. Moving on to projects, I've actually already gone through this, and I did this before recording, so didn't have too much available to us. is everything, once you start taking levels of stuff, it starts becoming more and more expensive every time you do take it. So we took another level of occupation administration. And what else was it? I think that was the only thing I took so far because nothing else was subsidized. And over here we took one more level of recruitment offices and a first level of recruit agents. As I'm looking at those intel reports, I'm like, I need to start getting better intel. So we did pop off on those two, as I don't need the money for anything else. And the recruitment offices are starting to work for us, as we have way more men available now. Oh, don't tell me this is all messed up. I'm going to have to save and re-enter now. Okay. That is not correct. Come on. Yeah. Alright, that's bugged out, so I'm going to have to close and re-enter. But we now actually have over 100,000 volunteers available to us. Some of them are not from very supportive states, but we have a lot more men available now than we did 6 months ago. I think that covers everything for now, except that little bug, so I gotta close and reopen the game. I'm sounding like a broken record. So, I will be back with the next major incident. Alright, it's still August 1st, and we've picked up our first combat here. Army of Mississippi Command under Johnson has gotten a little ahead of his corps here. And we've engaged the Army of the West Command Center, Army of the Mississippi, which is part of the Department of Mississippi, 1st and 2nd Corps Army of the West, with 26,531 infantry, 2,200 cavalry, and 24 guns. And we are engaging them with the entirety of the Army of Mississippi, all 3 corps. So we're at 48,935 men, 3,900 cavalry. We'll call it 4,000 cavalry, actually, close enough, and 112 guns, as I'm still short artillery in this force. So there was over 60,000 men in the area, so they have started shuffling forces away. Yeah, they've shuffled a lot of forces off. There was a lot more corps in the area here. So we got to figure out where they are all headed. Oh, they're all up here. Look at that. I think they all had orders to go chase down Forest Corps, and they are now out of position. That works for us. So obviously we're taking this fight. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, but the fights seem to be getting longer and longer. It doesn't matter how many forces you have on the field. So I will be back after the load screen. Welcome everybody to the Battle of Columbus, Kentucky. So all 3 Federal Corps are on the field right now. And I have my 1st and 2nd Corps on the field, with the 3rd Corps arriving in 2 hours, so we're not going to be utilizing them at all. Excuse me. So my plan for right now is I'm going to have Polk's 1st Corps march down along here and get into position along Big Creek Ridge over here to assault across the river here, and I'm moving the 2nd Corps under Bragg up to these crossing points here. So I'm hoping to pincer Federals between the 2 corps. Hopefully they're on this side of the river. Actually, hopefully not, but they should be on this side of the river if they're defending properly. So we're going to have to fight our way across. Though I do have easy crossing points both north and south that I'll be able to flank around their positions with. So I'm going to get these troops on the move, get my cavalry scouts out, and I'll be back once I have an idea of what the Federals look like. Alright, and that did not take long at all, as one of their corps actually set up over here along the Eastern Railroad, nowhere near the defense point, which is a little odd. So we just see these fellows here, not everybody else yet. A lot of cavalry. Send one division down this way. Send Withers' division up this way. And I'm still moving 1st Corps into position as originally intended. So if their corps are spread out and not in supporting distance of each other, I will take them down one at a time. So that'll work in our favor, as we do have them outnumbered pretty handily. So I'll be back once I have my troops in some type of attack position. Alrighty, it's I didn't realize how late in the day it was on the start of this battle. So it's almost 1900. We're starting to get eyes on more federal positions here. So this is the Army of Mississippi right here. And this is the first Corps of the Army of the West. We still have not sighted the second Corps, but I am hoping that they're down this way and on this side of the river somewhere. So I might be able to sneak my second Corps across the river and into position behind them. That's my hope, at least. Will it happen? I don't know. I think I might be asking a little too much of my troops. But we're going to try. So I'm moving my forces into positions right now to flank out the Army of Mississippi. Looks like Ruggles is almost in position now. Moving Withers up. So I'm going to try and at least engage the Army of Mississippi today, or the Department of Mississippi today. But don't know if I will be able to or not. It is 1900. We still got 2 hours of daylight left, so we should be able to at least take down this force. Get some more forces up here. This is part of First Corps still. Yep. All right. We still haven't seen that second Corps. All right. They might be actually back here at the defense point, but we'll see. Got Lindsay's Cavalry Brigade heading up in that direction now, so hopefully get eyes on them at some point. So while I get these guys into an attack position, I'll be back. Alrighty, it's 2000, and I'm starting to move my divisions into attack position against the Department of Mississippi over here, and we have finally gotten sight on the second Corps. And they're starting to move. Yeah, it looks like they spotted my cavalry brigade. Alright, so I knew it wasn't going to happen today. I had a good chance to get my second Corps on the other side of the river while they were looking the wrong way, but they spotted my cavalry brigade back here. But we're only an hour away from losing daylight, so there's no way I was going to be able to get across that river. So at least we should be able to get some fighting done over here. I'm hoping it's still taking a while for these troops to get into position. But they're getting there. And this battery's getting some handling, but not too bad. What does morale look like? Theirs is going to go up overnight. Yeah, there's that 54 to our 43. We're on their territory and attacking, so I'm going to break this Corps today, but I don't know. Come on, guys, get in a position. I won't hold you here. Hopefully I'll have this attack off here in the next few minutes, but it's starting to look doubtful. Alrighty, it's 20:30. We're about to lose daylight here in half an hour. I do have skirmishers out right now trying to lock down these brigades from the Department of Mississippi while my flanking division gets into position here. Oh, crap. They are bringing out everybody. Start moving you guys into battle line. Alright, this division's gotten slowed down because one of their artillery brigade got overtaken by my artillery division, so it's kind of slowed that division down. Lindsay, get your scouts in. You guys dismounted. Loose order. Let's go there. You'll be fine there. And battery should be good there, though. Not with that terrain, but we'll see. that for now as these guys are pushing in. It's one of those battles going to be a little hard keeping control of everything. One of my skirmisher units has just been seen off, but no big deal. It's just skirmishers. That one's going to go into. They got a lot of artillery back here. So we do need to get that cleared out. Battery's almost in position. And damn, this corps is pushing forward now. Good double. And Hardy's corps just entered the field. We only got 10 minutes left till we lose daylight, unless the let us go overtime on the clock, which does happen sometimes. I thought I gave you guys orders to lay down while this was going on. There goes that battery. Very good. Push on the next one. You guys can start pushing in also. Should have this done before they get in on our asses there. What we got going on here? What the hell? Why are you guys not at long range? Yep, there's the end of the day, so I'll be able to straighten some of this stuff out. Alright, there we go. This core is still separated out, but I can live with that. Put you boys there for right now. Waddy's division. Yep, right there. Lindsay's brigade. Right there, I think. Just until the other division gets up. Sure these guys are at long range. Hopefully they are. Doubtful these guys are still going to be here. So shift this division, look this way. Reattach you for now. over here. The cavalry's good right there. And we'll continue this with Wither's division if they are still in the locale over here. Though the AI should pull these forces out. It may not. It's no guarantee that it will. And Hardy, you're now on the field. Bring you up also. I had no plans to use him originally. But if he's here, we'll use him. That's it, play, and let's take a look at this mess here. Alright, they've gone back across the river. Try to bring your forces up. Picket, bring your boys up. Wait, what's up? How did one of my detachments, all of my skirmishers ended up over here? How the hell did... I hate it when that happens. Ugh. That's going to be unnecessary casualties. They're going to get wiped. Let's bring this division. Didn't I reattach his guns? Yeah, I was wondering when they're going to break. Alright. I won't hold you all here. I'll bring you all back in once I'm set up for an attack across the river here. Alrighty, it's 6:50 in the morning, and it looks like the 2nd Corps of the Army of the West for some reason has abandoned the entrenchments here at the river crossing and pulled back behind them. I don't know what they're doing there, so I've ordered Stan Waddy's division across the river to take up position in those entrenchments. So hopefully this causes them to attack us in a really weird way. We're actually showing at a minor victory already, so their morale has not gone up. Well, theirs is at 57 to our 44, so we should have some fighting ahead of us. We'll see. Oh, guys, get across the river here. And just like that, we have their entrenchments. You have to be kidding me. Excuse me. And I have the rest of the army getting into position here. As you can see, we're starting to do a ring around. I got the 3rd Corps heading towards this crossing point here. 1st Corps is going to kind of hang out here and lock these divisions in place while 2nd Corps makes the push across the river. That's my intent for right now, at least. Because they just gave us its entrenchments, and we are now across without having to fight our way over. So I couldn't have asked for better than this. So I won't hold you here. I'll come back in once the fighting starts. Alright, 7:50 in the morning, day 2. We do have a lodgment built up now. I did have one of my brigades break as they were trying to get in position. Moving a 2nd Division and now to expand that lodgment, moving up the 3rd Division to support. And I'm still waiting for Hardee's Corps to get in position over here so I can start shifting divisions, because it doesn't look like they're defending over here. I want to start shoving divisions across this crossing point here and getting behind this corps and this corps with his forces. And it looks like we have a hero over here with one of their brigades. And they're sitting just outside of canister range. Don't know what this brigade was thinking, but hey. Where's my broken brigade? Where the hell are you guys running to? You guys up so the Army Commander or the Corps Commander do not hang out back there. Clark's battery's not doing so hot. Counter battery fire. Problem is we are fighting them. They do have a higher morale level than us, so they are going to be able to take the hits better than we can. These guys taking better the exchange? Looks like. Yeah, come hit them. No reason not to gang up on that lone brigade. You got artillery, so we're going to shove you across right now. Good, we do have some cover here. I don't want you in the entrenchments. I just want you behind these two. There we go. The hell is that? Huh. Division up. Where's my artillery? Still back here. Awesome. I didn't need that artillery up right now. I have an artillery advantage and I can't even goddamn use it. Alright, Forney's got his orders. Alright, that weird path finding is out of the way now. Good. Let's get your battery across. Saw those two brigades off. They're not broken, but they're close. What are they doing? Kind of hoping these guys come out to attack me over here, but I don't think so. Doubt they're reacting to Forney. They shouldn't have siding on them yet. sit out of range, go get them. And some weird, I think there's just so many troops on the field, I'm getting some weird movement orders. Missing a division with him. Oh no, that's right. The Gown's only got 1 brigade right now. I got 2 more transferring to him right now. Ooh, down to 4 guns. He's taking a hit from their artillery. Just starting to break, so full you back. These guys are coming across the ford now. Detach you from the picket. I'm going to start moving his division across over here onto the left. Skirmishers are almost out of ammo. Alright. You guys aren't going to do anything else stupid for me? Pull you back so you're out of the way of the artillery so they can fire. Detach orders out. Start moving you across. Along with the cavalry, so we have everybody across the river, minus the artillery division, which is still back here. Ugh. Stop moving around and start firing, damn it. Alright, just about in position. We'll start pushing you forward. Taylor's division. Face that way. You know they're going to start coming back across the bridge, and once they do, we'll start advancing these units, hopefully to lock them in place. I kind of want to sweep Pickett's division along the railroad tracks here. Start dislodging these fellas. That battery's finally gone. Let's reattach you now. Let's bring these divisions in a little closer. I thought I reattached Ruckles' battery. Not shown as connected. Oh, there he is. Okay. Come on, guys, finish your movements. All right, we've moved back into a minor victory. The casualties are a little higher for me than I would like right now. Yeah, we're over 2,000 casualties, so they're 1,900. Alright, you start moving. Get out of the way of everybody else. Now, what's going on with this brigade? It's going to throw my entire attack plan off if they don't get in position. That's good. I like that. That's a glitch and it's slowing them down. So blocking the battery from moving also. See how the AI reacts to this. That brigade's finally broken. I don't think they like what I'm doing. Coming across the river, just shifting position. Looks like just shifting position. Alright. Let's hold that order. Alright, Pickett's division's on the move. Get your asses up here. Yeah, they're already moving away. You're losing your window of attack. It looks like we got a little bit of a lull going on here, so I will come back in once the fighting starts up again. Alright, it's 9:48, and we're starting to get some action going on here as Pickett's division is moved into position. So we're kind of... It works out for me since we have now turned these brigades. Let's send this one forward. Just start hitting these units in the flank. Oh, you guys are finally getting into position. Habsburgs. We haven't used you boys in a while. Push forward on that brigade. The cavalry's coming out for a charge. Nope. Hit that brigade. What do we got going on here? Massing up over here. I don't understand why, to be honest. It's pushed up a little bit more. Just coming this brigade. Oh, he's taking forever to get in position, but we need you overwatching this bridge ASAP. Push in there. That brigade's broken. Gang up on this one. Ignore the retreating unit, damn it. Ignore it. Rally your brigade. And they just broke. Ugh. Keep pushing on them. support. Rebels, let's move you up a bit closer here. Fort Wachita Garrison. Oh, it's Fort Gibson Garrison. Alright. Cheetah's in another corps. There goes two of their brigades now. Very good. There's their army commander right in front of us. Straight up advance this division onto the rail line. Surprised this brigade's still holding out. Battery. This brigade's finally reformed. He's still back. What the hell is going on with that? Keep pushing forward. Start engaging that brigade. We'll move these two into the entrenchments here. All right, looks like we got another lull coming in here, so I'll be back. All Alrighty, it's 10:48. We are now pushing on to the objective point at Davis's Bend. And they have still not moved these forces on the other side of the river to start crossing as we've effectively locked them down. I did start pushing in a Mountains Division just to be sure of it. Get away these skirmishers. So we're in a good position to actually... You know what? We're in a good position to straight up trap these forces, so we're going to start doing that. I know there's a brigade down here, so let's go find them. Rejoin your division. You guys not firing anymore? What the hell? Get over here. Alright, I know I gave move orders. Go find that other brigade. There they are. Get rid of this brigade and then block off this retreat path here. We might be able to bag up a good section of this corps. They're almost ready to retreat now. We're almost there. I just want to try and get these numbers up on the victory. Looks like they are giving the withdrawal orders. Start pushing in. They are done. You're not letting this corps get away from us. We got the double. There's the retreat. We got 9 minutes. Let's see if we can bag any of these boys. What does their morale look like? Down to 23. We only got them at 14% casualties. No way we're getting up to that 20. Get in there. Start moving at the double. bag any of these guys, it looks like. Oh well. Down to 3 minutes already. Oof. That brigade should bag some prisoners out of that. 1 minute left. They're feeding more brigades into that melee. Should have just charged these 2 brigades while I was at it, but too late now. Alright. That battle, for as large as it was a little anticlimactic for us. Kind of a very slow, very deliberate. I apologize for the pacing. I'm usually a lot more aggressive, but as you can see by the casualty counts, this is probably my bloodiest attack of the war. I lost over 3,100 infantry in this attack. Yeah, this is my bloodiest attack of the war. So we're only 1,000 less casualties than the Federals, and I usually pump out 3-to-1, 4-to-1 odds on the attack. So we took down 4,100 or 26,000 infantry, 700 or 2,200 cavalry. We got all 25 of their guns for a total loss of 5,000 or 29,000 men. Lost 3,162 of my 48,922 infantry, 62 of my 3,962 cavalry, 5 of my 111 guns that all came out of 1 battery. For a total loss of 3,282 of my 54,493 men. So that's kind of a hit we really couldn't afford. Let's take a look at the paperwork. For as many men were on the field, there's not a lot of casualties, to be honest. Alright, 1st Corps, Lindsay's brigade did not fight. Clark's division, 1st Brigade did 237 to infantry, plussed up to 238. Stewart's brigade did 294 to infantry, plussed up to 302, so they caught a good chunk of command staff there. Russell's brigade did 26 to infantry, 27 to cavalry, for a total of 53. Clark's batteries did 75 to infantry, 2 to cavalry, 14 to artillery, for a total of 92. Division total is 685. Chatham's division, Anderson's brigade did 242 to infantry. Johnson did 646 to infantry, 2 to cavalry, 14 to artillery, for a total of 677. 2nd Brigade did 232 to infantry, 1 to cavalry, for a total of 233. And Chatham's batteries did 228 to infantry, 4 to cavalry, total 239. Division total 1,391. Pickett's division, which is actually, I didn't realize they were all garrison brigades that I stripped from the forts. Fort Washita garrison did 177 to infantry, took 6 prisoners, for a total of 188. Fort Gibson garrison did 33 to cavalry, 16 to artillery, for a total of 49. Fort Towson garrison did 231 to infantry, captured 16, 41 to cavalry, 22 to artillery, for a total of 323. And Gamble's battery did 34 to infantry, 16 to cavalry, 96 to artillery, for a total of 151. Division total 711. Pillow's batteries did not get into the fight. 2nd Corps, Clan's brigade did 1. Mountains division, Fort Cobb garrison did 85 to infantry, 17 to cavalry, total 102. Statton's brigade did 44 to infantry, 30 to cavalry, total 74. Kirkland's brigade did 192 to infantry, 16 to cavalry, total 208. Division total 384. Ruggles, Anderson's brigade did 96 to infantry, captured 31, for total 127. Gibson did 80 to infantry, 34 to captured 34. 84 to cavalry, captured another 16, division total 214. Pond's brigade did 21 to infantry, captured 46. 57 to cavalry, captured 24, division, total 148. And Ruggles' batteries did 49 to infantry, 10 to cavalry, total 59. Division total 548. Withers' division, Jackson's brigade did 95 to infantry, captured 27, did 11 to cavalry, total 133. Gladden's brigade did 51 to infantry, 12 to artillery, for total 64. Chalmers did 208 to infantry, 15 to artillery, for total 223. And Withers' batteries did 138th Infantry. Division total 558. Oh, already looked at 1st Corps, 2nd Corps, 3rd Corps. 2nd Corps didn't do a lot of casualties. I expected, because they did all the heavy fighting down by the entrenchments and pushing forward. I expected more out of that. Alright, Wright's Brigade did not fight. McGowan's division did not fight. Taylor's division. Hinman's Brigade did 83 to infantry. Manny did 13. Trebeau did 34. Taylor's division. Hapsburg Brigade. 166 to infantry. 103 to cavalry for a total of 269. Bowen's Brigade did 64 to infantry. 2 to cavalry for a total of 66. Moore's Brigade did 65 to infantry, 199 to cavalry for a total of 272, and Trebeau's batteries did 6 to infantry, plus up to 8 because they caught some command staff. Division total 615. Alright, I think that's everybody. See if we got any of their officers, because we didn't lose any, amazingly. Look at the Army of the West, so we got wounded 1 division commander, J.C. Davis. Oh, it's a Corps commander we wounded. My bad. Wounded Brigadier General Kane. We killed Brigadier General Arnold. Wounded Colonel Mitchell. Actually, that's not too bad. We got killed a division commander, wounded a division commander, and wounded a Corps commander. That's actually not so bad. Kind of makes up for having Lee get wounded last episode. Let's get closed out of here. So, not the most exciting battle in the world, especially with me having them outnumbered, but as I said, I'm starting to get really worried about the casualty counts. We are not going to catch up to the Federals anytime soon, which is why I'm starting to push forward these all these actions now. I need to get the attack in Maine rolling again. Just start getting everything rolling, because we just need to start knocking down the Federal National Will, because they're still at 50. And I actually want to try and get this campaign concluded before the next game update comes out with Whiskey and Lemons, because I'm worried about some game-breaking changes that could occur with it, because the update's going to be a lot larger than I initially thought it was going to be. They haven't. I don't think they've put out a full list yet. I haven't seen one, but I have a feeling it's probably going to do some screwy things to my campaign. So I want to get this one finished before that pops off. Once again, let me know what you thought about this battle in the comments below. Alright, victory at Columbus. And we defamed 2 of their colonels. Alright, the enemy reportedly suffered total casualties of 4,968 men. There are 783 killed and almost 2,000, we'll call it 2,000 captured. Our casualties total 3,282 men with 520 killed and 720 missing, and the rest are wounded. We've captured 2,278 rifles and 7 guns from the battlefield. That's our biggest rifle grab yet, and we need those. We sent 2,007 soldiers down to our prison camps. We also killed a Major King. I didn't see that in the officer report. I must have missed that one. So we killed 2 of their officers, a brigadier general and a major, so that was a battery commander. Alright, I do believe we will end this episode here, as that battle did take quite a while. And I actually recorded most of it, because there wasn't too many places for me to cut out. We do actually have a siege going on here in Washington right now, as the federal forces move forward to besiege Fort Stanton. I have center wing is already involved in the siege, though it is in their favor. I'm going to start shoving the right wing in. And I'm waiting for the left wing to arrive. I've actually cleared out the valley at this point. You guys have still not made it down to Grafton. But I'm going to be shoving the army of Northern Virginia into D.C. So I need to do something to get pressure relieved on other fronts. Like I said, I do believe we will end the episode here, so if you're a new viewer, return viewer, not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember hit that bell icon so that when the next video comes out. If you'd like a brigade in one of my armies, please let me know in the comments below. Type of unit, status front, weapons, uniforms, and officers, and I'll oblige on all counts if possible. Once again, as always, comments, please keep them coming. And I will see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.